What is up? We are back and black in the building. We made it another week. We made it another day. Shout out to everybody out there at the Court Plantation. If you had church, teaching, Sunday school, shout out to you too. All those at church probably singing in the choir. I know nigga churches is still going on. Shit, Sunday event for church is all day. I mean, you literally need a time. You need a punch in and punch out clock. Get paid. As long as they want to hold church service, god damn. Nah, I'm just fucking. Shout out to Nuke, shout out to Roxanne, shout out to my cousin Mariah. I didn't get a chance to do no interviews this week. I'm gonna try to reschedule and get some going for next week. Shout out to my brother Dave for No Compromise. I'm getting ready to start. Man, we've been politicking behind scenes, man. So we about to really, really get it, man. I can't wait. I might not be doing as much podcasting because I want to start being on his podcast is tight, so I can't wait. I look forward to being on that brother's podcast. So shout out to him. Shout out to everybody, Shawnee, Erica, Tasha. You already know what it is, man. Hey, you if you at the Court Plantation, just be introverted, man. We gonna get into it today. We got a nice little topic we gonna talk about. I'm gonna break it down. We need to go do your reading, man. Right now I'm reading The New York Kidnapping Club. Very good book. Man, very, very good book. So many hidden jewels in that book. I love reading it. Sometimes I have to put it down because I get a little irritated, but that's all good. And if you're at the Court Plantation job telling and sandboing, I don't know what to tell you. We're going to talk about that too. So let's get into it. Hey. And did he come back? Damn, he did. Nah. Man. You know, I was looking at, I see how, you know, they're busing all those immigrants to other states and all this other stuff. You know, my thing is with this, don't liken these immigrant situation to foundational Black American situation. First of all, these immigrants didn't build the country. That's first. Second, they didn't go through slavery. They weren't chattel slavery. They weren't Jim Crow. They weren't segregated. They weren't lynched. You didn't go through none of the atrocities that foundational Black Americans or Native Blacks went through. Sorry. Because I get tired of that, man. And educate people with books. When people get to talking that shit, just be like, look, man, did you read books such? You need to go check that book out, man. You know, I even see this narrative that they trying to paint. You know, I didn't go see The Woman King, but when I watched Thor was horrible. God damn, Thor was so bad. It was so god awful. It's like Marvel, whoever's in there writing, they must be on some black tar heroin and just make up anything, because it's the wordplay, it was just horrible. It didn't even make sense. It had Natalie Portman in there, and I know the agenda they're trying to push. They're trying to push this woman's agenda. That's why they really getting behind Viola Davis with this thing. I don't know if it's a play on Queen and Zinga. I don't know what the play is because I haven't seen the movie, but from what I saw on Twitter, a lot of the brothers in there are acting moist. So it's like, I don't want to see nothing like that. You know what I mean? And it's almost like they only want to put black folk on TV when you moist, or you going at another black person, or you acting all crazy. Then they don't mind putting you on TV. You know what I mean? But if you are of sound mind, body, they don't want to put you on TV. I think we should not aspire or strive to be in their spaces like that. And I get it because they got the money, they got the bag. Sometimes we just got to learn to spend money with each other. You know what I mean? And this is why I'm talking about the civil rights movement, because during the civil rights movement, it has been said that our melanin was turned on. That's one. And two, I think we were more together and more focused. Now I think it's more focused on what somebody has versus what they don't have. Why these immigrants are coming here and moving in and being allowed to do certain things like start businesses. Look, I don't have any personal issues with immigrants. What I don't like about the immigrant class is they come here, they're allowed to open up businesses, they've been given set-asides, and then they had to nerve talk shit about niggas. But y'all wasn't here in the 1600s and the 1700s. So if I was to follow the teaching of Dr. Claude Anderson, which I do follow, you're a freeloader. You're here for unearned benefits. So if you're here for unearned benefits, you should just be quiet. You shouldn't be saying anything. And I think a lot of us, this is just my perspective, I feel like a lot of us, man, we don't see that because we cool with a lot of, people from the dominant society or the racial groups, and I'm cool with everybody. But when it comes down to speaking about facts, I'm going to draw the line and be like, look, bro, I'm sorry, I don't understand. Because a lot of other racial groups, we have to understand, they don't know history. They just running their mouth about what the dominant society told them. They don't know what's going on. So you have to understand that. That's why they have so much anti-black rhetoric, because they're only going by what the dominant society has told them. And all these other racial groups have all their racial pride, but they classify themselves as white when it's convenient for them. Look at Charlie Sheen and all them. Last name is Estevez. The hell? But you took that Sheen because you're a white Hispanic, and that's fine. But those type of white Hispanics don't give a goddamn about these immigrants that's coming over here. And my thing is, y'all haven't even cleaned up the mess here. And I'm gonna ask again to all you AKAs and ski and all this other bullshit. Where's Kamala Harris at? She ain't said black, but she used y'all to get in there. I even seen this thing where Bill Clinton was talking. I'm like, damn, Bill Clinton, you shouldn't even be saying shit. That's why I feel like, why are we going so hard on R. Kelly, but we're not placing that same responsibility and keeping that same energy with the dominant society? They have not, look, documented history tells us what the hell is going on. You better go read the book, Never Caught, The Untold Story of Una Judge, or Sweet Taste of Liberty. That book about Henrietta Woods, how she was kidnapped, put into slavery, escaped, kidnapped again, and then she got a lawyer and sued for restitution, for reparations. She got like $2,500. She sued for $20,000. She got $2,500. You got to remember, these people that are so-called allies, they're inbuilt into the system. So they're another form of control. So they're not really going to help you. You got to help yourself, and you got to stop expecting other people to want reparations for us. We know we went through. If these other racial groups are so great, why didn't they build such a spectacular country where they came from? Why do you need to come here? That's my question to all these so-called Italians. Y'all come here and want to call niggas Mulians, all this other shit, but why didn't y'all stay in Italy? Why did y'all come here? Y'all came here because y'all was the riffraff. And y'all didn't have shit going on. And you couldn't build up Italy. Go to Italy. Motherfuckers act like Italy is such a nice place. It wasn't nice until the Moors got there. But I can tell you this. If you're here and you're an immigrant or a first gen or a second gen, your parents did not build this country, you are technically a freeloader. You're here for unearned benefits. So you can't say that black folks are lazy. You don't even have a right to say any of that stuff. And really, you need to understand exactly the positioning of the dominant society. Y'all act like the dominant society love y'all to do their dirty work, but they don't fuck with you the way you think they fuck with you. So we have to understand that. I just wanted to talk about that real quick. I wasn't gonna be on long, man. I got real shit I gotta do today. But man, we have to understand what the fuck it is and what it is not. And one thing that it is not is don't get involved with that immigrant word salad bullshit. Don't get involved in that. That's not our fight. Let them fight that. We fought to get immigrants over here in the 60s. And where did it get us? As Dr. Carl Anderson teaches, as a permanent underclass. That's where it got us. That's why we got to support our own. You got to recycle black dollars. That's why my brother David, when he posted his page, okay, maybe niggas can't afford it, and I get it. You can't afford it. I understand. I'm not tripping off that. But damn, retweet this shit or show a nigga. I'm pretty sure you know a nigga that might like art, might got a little bread. Put that nigga on to his pains. If you can't purchase it, motherfuckers think if you don't have the money to purchase it, then fuck it. No, you can put some, hey man, look, I ain't got the bread, but look, this dude is a dope artist and man, he need a little help. That's what I mean, man. These other racial groups come here and they see such a divide amongst our people, and then they get in and they just get to talking shit about niggas. That's why they so quick. That's why I remember when I was living in Bone Park, California, I remember this one girl, like I said, I told the story before, Latino girl, she's like, oh, you know, we just can't hang out at my house because, you know, my dad doesn't want me to date black guys. I was looking at her. I hated to be like that. And I saw where she lived, and I was just like, bitch is like 30 of y'all in a fucking apartment. I live in a home. I hated to be like that, but I was just looking like, man, what? Your daddy don't even come here and pick you up from school. He ain't like, man, get the fuck out of here. And I just told her, I said, yeah, don't worry, I don't like you like that, so it's all good. Oh, but you know. And then I saw her years later. I saw her like 4 years later. She was still trying to be nice. I was looking at that bitch upside her head like, man, get the fuck on. Nah, I was not feeling that. And it's no diss to other racial groups, but how dare you? You in the United States of America Incorporated, you did not build this country. You didn't go through chattel slavery. You didn't go through the civil rights movement. And you gonna have the nerve to try to look down on black folk? Man, get the fuck out of here. Then why don't y'all build the country where y'all was at? That's all I got to say. Build where you at. Don't come over here and be a freeloader for unearned benefits and then have the nerve to turn your nose up at niggas like we ain't shit. No. You ain't shit. And stop fighting everybody's fight. Stay in your lane. You know what I mean? And look, there's one thing I want to say, man, and I think it's very important. I think even as friends, as family, let everybody be in their lane. Stop having a plan for everybody else and you ain't got a plan for yourself. I don't do that. You know what I mean? I really don't do that. I don't, even when people ask me advice, I'm very, very like, hey man, maybe you should do this. I don't know. I'm kind of concerned on my own. In that regard, I think black folk need to be selfish. Stop having a plan for everyone else and then you don't got a plan for yourself. What's your plan? What's your lane? What lane are you in? What are you trying to do? If you don't know what you're trying to do, fine. That's not a big deal. Everybody learns their purpose at different times. You always learning what your purpose is. But that doesn't mean you have a plan for everybody else. And stop entertaining people's conversations when they gotta, oh, this person should be doing this and this person should be doing. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I gotta wake up and go to Court Plantation every day. I don't have time for that shit. I don't be wanting to hear it. And I'm real quick to be like, nah, nigga, I don't know what to tell you. They on their own with that one. You know, and when you start your business, you do that. Look, if people don't support, don't get, like, I don't be getting mad at that shit. You know, hey, some people just ain't gonna support. Like I told you before, I've had people that's like, oh, no, I ain't fucking with it. And like I said, I've had people that done Google. I remember this, you know, this nigga at my barber, in fact, was like, oh, man, I looked up the, you know, the negative effect. I'm like, hey, man, to each his own. You ain't gotta fuck with it. I'm not tripping. Cause it's a million niggas out there that fuck with what I'm doing. So I'm not even worried about it. It doesn't bother me. You know, and you can't take it personal because it's business. You know? And sometimes when you're a lot more intelligent and have more insights than other people, don't even stoop to their level and stop trying to beg people to support what you're doing. You support what you're doing. If you don't believe in it, who the fuck else gonna believe in it? That's what I'm saying. I believe in us. I don't need other racial groups to co-sign what we doing. That's the problem. We think we need validation from other racial groups for us to do what we do. No. That's why I got love for my brother Dave. I can't wait till he starts his clothing line. Nigga, I'm gonna be the first nigga rocking this shit. Nigga, I gotta pay debts from spending thousands of dollars on Nautica and Polo and Tommy Hilfiger and Jordans and Polo shoes and like all this other shit that I have not benefited from. There's no value in that. I don't know those people. But I take value in the pain that I bought from that brother because I know him. Shit, that's a work of art, and that's how motherfuckers need to see it. Restore the value in your people. Don't look, ain't nothing wrong with Givenchy and the Balenciaga. I love all that. Go get that. I'm not really into it, but go get it. But nigga, but when you go get it, hey nigga, don't forget about black-owned businesses too. That's all I'm saying. I'm tired of, like my brother David said, I don't want to see no rappers. I love Jim Jones, but nigga, I don't want to see you complain on Instagram because Gucci treat you like shit. They don't fuck with you. Damn. But hey, man, that's my time. I got nothing but love for everybody, man. I appreciate everybody supporting the podcast, supporting the CMOS, everything, man. I got love for everybody, man. That's why I'm about to get off this right now, because I got to go drop off some CMOS and I got to go support some black businesses, man. That's my goal today. Hey, man, I got nothing but love for you. Stay in your lane. I'm going to keep saying that. I have to check myself all the time. Sometimes I get ideas for other people, and I'm like, man, I got to have them for myself. You know what I mean? You can't get caught up in what everybody else is doing and what they should be doing, and then you're not where you need to be. Hey, man, love, live life. If you out there Sambo and Coonin, you already know what my saying is, guilty, nigga. I'm out. Peace.